This program is for mature audiences only. Whew, sounds hot.
The makers of this program would like to begin by acknowledging and thanking the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, who are the traditional custodians of this land we are upon. We pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging.
Hey, Minnie! Minnie? Oh, Pam.
Pam, what the hell are you doing? Roll the titles!
Pam. Hello and welcome, you lovely lot, to Live from Stonewall, starring the fabulous Minnie Cooper. Yay! I'm Steve Milne and I'll be your guide for the next hour of insatiable variety, comedy, music and entertainment. We are live on Facebook and taking over social media tonight. So like, comment and share us with your friends. Get them watching too. Now, some of Australia's funniest Aussies are coming on your screens tonight. There's loads. Take a look. We'll be chatting to this deadly award-winning comedian, Steph Tidsall. We'll be chatting live in the studio to Bob Down, who is treating us to a very special performance. We'll be finding out what gets Mr. Gay World, Jordan Bruno, hot in the kitchen. Queen of Reinvention, Carla from Bankstown, will be revealing her latest COVID must-have accessory. Music superstar Isaiah Fibrace is joining us live from Melbourne. We're chatting to Indigenous drag star Doreen Manganini. We'll be talking to social media superstar Jade Kevin Foster. And we'll be chatting to Queer MP Alex Greenwich about how he's supporting us during this time of national crisis. Plus, I'll be revealing Queer Screen's top film of the week. Oh yes, it is an amazing lineup and we are all very, very excited. Not only that, but we'll be celebrating those people in the community going the extra mile for others during this very difficult time in our brand new item, Little Heroes. And if that wasn't enough, we also get to objectify the best body in town. He's here and serving quarantinis and abs. It's sexy barman Ivan. Yay! Look at that. Well, we love it. Look at those abs. Lovely, lovely. Okay, keeping the tunes going tonight is our incredible in-house DJ. It's the chart-topping global superstar DJ himself, Ray Isaac. Hey, woo! Hi, Ray. Okay, our socially distanced production crew and guests will be kept safe and sanitized thanks to Pandemic, the masked cleaner, even though she's been seen sneaking around Minnie's dressing room tonight, it seems. All good there, Pam? She loves a good rub. You know what? I'd say she looked good without a gown on, but not seeing her face, I'm not too sure. Now, without further ado, here she is. It is the favourite one for everyone. It's everyone's favourite mother, Tucker. It's Minnie's big opening.
Hello everyone, how are you tonight? Good to see you tuning in. Hope you're liking and sharing. Tonight I'm doing a song, and it's from an American drag queen. Before Drag Race was a big thing, she was a big thing. Her name is Jackie Beat. Check her out. She writes great parodies, so I hope you enjoy this song. Thank you, Ray. Never know how much I want one, never know how much I spend. When I look down into my panties, I wanna see a warm and fuzzy new friend. I want a beaver, make it pretty so I can keep on the line. Beaver, my new kitty, wet and pink and hopefully tight. I will lie down on the table, let them cut me right down the front. I cannot wait until I'm able to slide a penis in and out of my... I need a beaver. Give one to me, doctor, don't you make me fight. Beaver, go on and do me, prepare my tuna sushi right. Everybody wants a hot twat that makes a lady glamorous. But I don't want no ugly front, but I want a picture perfect puss. A plastic surgeon or designer, work of art as fine as this. It's such a great designer vagina that I feel guilty when I'm taking a piss. I love my beaver. That's what this is, riding home in the spotlight. Beaver, give it kisses. Don't you worry, it doesn't bite. I just love a great orgasm, and though it's true I always get laid, the new me never ever has 'em. What a huge mistake I have made. I miss my wiener. Where's my man meat? What a lousy way to learn. Beaver, I kept my receipt. Hope it's not too late to return. Why does my vagina burn? Why does my punani burn? Why does my new Connie burn? Why does my vagina burn? Give it up for Beaver! Oh, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning in tonight, but I am going to welcome my co-host. He is the biggest bottom in Sydney and is apparently hung like a donut. Please give it up for Steve!
Bottom in Sydney. Listen, if you need to get your beaver looked at by the sounds of things.
Well, I'm happy to get my beaver looked at if you get your donut looked at.
Dear.
Is your donut like, has it got sprinkles on it, your donut?
Yes, it's all colourful and lovely.
Is it chocolate, your donut?
Well, it can be.
It can be. Oh, okay. I don't want to be going
Who's
to your.
asking?
I don't want to be going to your donut shop then.
It's closed at the moment. Everything is.
So
Right.
how's your week been? Steve? Have
It's
you had a
been
good week?
Yeah, it's
What
been
have you
all
been
right.
up to? Isolating?
Just watching the news.
You look like you've been working out. You look very buff.
No, I just went for a tighter shirt.
Oh, okay.
It's simple as that. Just a spray-on shirt. It's easy. You're looking gorgeous tonight. What's that? Like a leopard print going on?
Yes, you've got eyes. That's
Yes,
amazing.
thank
isn't
you.
It? It's
Yes.
good, very observant.
Looking gorgeous.
Thank you.
We've got a good show tonight, haven't we?
Yeah, I think so. I'm excited.
I'm excited. Right, let's get on with it. So listen, guys, we're going to entertain you. Yes, we are. So if you're watching right now, text your mates and tell them to get online and donate and watch with us. Now, donations help our show to keep going, and we give 10% of those to our chosen charity of the week. More information on that a little bit later on. Now, let's get started. She's an award-winning Indigenous comedian who is hell-bent on creating a new species. Take a look at this.
Believe it or not, I have a boyfriend. Stop it, I know. To be fair, he's half price, he's a ginger, but leave him. But I love to tease him. We haven't been together that long, right? So I love to tease him about what it'd be like to have kids together, right? But then I thought about that a little bit and I went, what the fuck would that even look like? I don't think the world's ready for it. You'd need a new name. It'd be the most iconic hybrid since the fucking Prius. An Aboriginal ginger? What the? I came up with a few names. We could go Aboriginal. We could go Gingeriginy. This is my indigenous child. Stop it. Wait for it though, because I got the perfect one. Boomeranger.
Love that, keeping us laughing when we all need it right now. Please welcome Steph Tisdall.
You are fucking hysterical.
Oh,
What's that? Oh,
oh, good God.
are they, oh.
feet.
Oh no, I know we're online, but I was thinking, what's that?
What else have you got there? You look like you've got plenty of things for us tonight.
Oh dear.
Oh my God. You look a bit like the Silence of the Lambs there.
I was going to say,
Why put them on without any warning? There's
Well, 'cause
also a
you're
cat
in,
one.
You're in isolation, doll. You got nothing fucking else to do.
I know.
there's your pussy.
Do you always think of your pussies like that?
That's all I ever do.
Ah! So thank you for coming on tonight. I'm so because I found you on Facebook about a year ago because I did see your comedy from 2019. I'm a big, big fan. So I wanted to actually know how you actually got into comedy.
God, I got dared to do it. I was having my quarter life crisis. I was breaking down. I was like genuinely was having a breakdown because I didn't like what I was studying at uni, and I was like, man, what am I going to do with my life? And then I decided to go traveling. And then when I was traveling, I was trying to like live by this adage of, why not, and be a yes woman. And then it all just culminated in I got a tattoo of a snowman saying why not, and the whole thing was to only say why not to things unless I was going to get addicted to drugs, arrested, severely injured, or killed.
Very
I had
wise,
to
very
say why not.
wise.
Hey?
I said very wise.
Yeah,
The
good
drugs
advice
and
there.
stuff. Don't get
Good
into
advice.
But then everything else I just had to say yes to. And it was really cool because so many weird things happened. So my whole thing was everybody that I met on my trip, I'd say, hey, I'm living by this why not thing. Is there anything you've ever wanted to do that you've just, something stopped you from doing it? Let's do it today. And like, I hung out with some girl and she got a tattoo on her bum. And like,
I know her.
I stood in the middle of Leicester Square with a big sign saying free hugs, and like, but it all culminated in somebody said, "You're really funny. You should do stand up," and I was like, "Fuck that!" And then they were like, "Wait, can I swear?"
Yes.
Yeah, oh,
You
absolutely.
just did, love.
I say fuck all the time.
Good. Yeah, and I said, "No, I can't think of anything I'd like to do less." And then they said, "But why not?" And I was like, "Oh, damn it!" And then I just walked into a pub in Dublin and stood up on a chair and did some stand up, and then I don't know, that's it.
Well, everyone's
really.
drunk in Dublin, so that's always good, isn't it? It's a good audience.
Hey,
Hey, what's it like being an Indigenous woman in comedy?
pretty similar to what it's like being an Indigenous woman out of comedy.
Fair enough, fair enough. Makes sense.
Namely that people don't care about my existence until they could say that's reverse racism. Fuck them all.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
I love that you do, because it's like being a gay man and making fun of it as well. And I love that you do that in your comedy. I think it's absolutely amazing. Like, I love the smashed avocado.
Yeah, do you know what? Do you know what's like? To me, there's so much humor in just the fact that like people who are watching that, who have never had that word used to offend them, sit there and get uncomfortable, and I'm like,
Oh, it's brilliant. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I love what you do.
uncomfortable about, you know?
Can I ask you, Steph, have you been painting? What's been going on with your painting?
I don't even know, man. I've been painting. Oh God, what did I just do with the screen? Yeah, I've been painting, although I don't have any paintings with me. I've got a canvas that I'm about to work on.
Oh, good.
But yeah, I literally just, when it all stopped, I was like, oh
Yeah.
man, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I'll buy some painting stuff, because I was doing like sketching and watercolor just to pass the time when I was in Adelaide doing the festivals, because otherwise you just go, like, it's really strange when you just, all you can do all day is just wait for a gig you've got that night. Like you must know what that's like.
Oh, totally.
And you
Not
kinda-
now.
You need something to like busy you for the day. So I just started doing watercolors, but I didn't really enjoy it. And then so just before everything went into isolation, I went out to the art shop and bought acrylic paints, which I'd never used before. A couple of paintings, and people were like, hey, can I buy that? And I was like,
Wow.
sure.
Good.
How much are you getting for it, can I ask?
Like $200 per commission.
Oh, fuck, I'm
Ooh.
going to start painting.
Yeah. What are you painting?
Like I'm spending, honestly, I'm spending about 10 to 12 hours on some of these paintings, and like, I don't know what I'm doing, but people are enjoying them, and
There's always a demand.
works.
So what are you painting? What pictures are these? What are you doing?
mostly at the moment I'm taking commissions of like, so I did one that was a birthday present for somebody, and like she just sent me a couple of pictures of her, and I just like painted 4 different pictures of her in 4 different styles, and that was really fun. Like one was realistic, one was like cartoony, one was like
Nice.
some weird, like glitchy thing, you know.
So look,
And then I
I'm just going to say to you, basically, with
did
isolation. Sorry, interrupting you there. With isolation,
Hey?
obviously with isolation, you're doing everything you can. Painting's awesome, but what else? Anything else you've been doing?
Oh yeah, well I actually so I'm in my jammies right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can tell that, but this is so bad. So I was bored the other day, and I've been spending isolation with my boyfriend, but he went out to go and do something, and I was bored at the house, and I was like, do you know what? I've never taken a nude in my life.
Oh, heaven!
And I thought, I'm
All
going
right.
to do it. I'm going to do it for him. While he's away, I'm going to take a nude. And
You're a good girlfriend.
How'd it go?
I gotta tell you, oh my God, okay. I don't know if you know much about So I got big. We call them sussies where I'm from.
Lovely.
I got big boobs.
Oh,
Oh, fucking hell, you do.
You
Don't
do. Wow.
Double J, which I know is more accurately
God.
known as
God,
radio
people have a
station
good
than a
party
bra
on
size.
those, wouldn't they?
But I was trying to take this nude, and this sounds like bullshit, but I couldn't fit my boobs in.
You need a wide lens. Brilliant.
Trying to pick them up like this, right? I'm trying to pick them up, hold them like
You need CinemaScope.
It was so ridiculous.
That's
I
brilliant.
was so embarrassed. I was like, what the hell? So I was like, oh, you know what I'll do? I've seen people do this thing where they like lay down and
Yeah.
take the photo or whatever. So I was like, I'll lay down. But they are like, they're saggy as anything, these poor things.
You could have sat them on the kitchen bench. Sat them on the kitchen bench and taken it that way.
Like this.
Yeah.
Or put on a timer
So I
and run
looked
around.
at the bed, and I had one titty on the bed and just one titty like upright. And I was like, I'm not sending this shit. And that's
Oh,
why
dear.
I take nudes, man.
There you go. Well, look, I mean, there's some advice for anyone that's stuck at home. Just take some pictures of your tits. Not a problem.
I was hoping you were going to DM those photos to me.
Brilliant. Well, that's what you got to do. That's some
Like
great
that,
advice
like
for everyone that's stuck at home.
Thank you so much
Thanks,
for coming.
Steph.
I love you so much. I just want to sit and chat to you forever and tell jokes.
Check out my art, by the way, if you want. It's not the best or anything, but
Yeah.
it's really helping me keep my head above water. And
Yeah.
I've got a Patreon now too, and I feel like a dickhead for spruiking both of
No,
those. I'm
go
so
for it.
No, do that and write some more good jokes because you're fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
you are funny. I love your little feet.
you so
Your little
much.
feet and big tits. I love it. Right.
You're all in
See you
proportion.
later.
See you later,
See ya.
Steph.
Thank you so much for coming.
There we go.
So,
Wow.
Steve,
Yes.
I think it's time for you to go.
Oh, yeah, I need to bugger off. All
Yes,
right.
because I've got a special guest that I'm
Yes.
so excited
Oh,
about.
me too. I love
so
this
rack
guy.
off, Normie.
I'm all racking off. See ya. All right,
And
Pam.
Pam, come on, do your thing. Look at her, so glamorous. She keeps cleaning. It's Pam, the cleaning lady. She's got a bower in her hand and she cleans the underwear. She will, I don't know, masturbate and do, I don't know, the dry cleaning. I wonder, does anybody know Pam's real name? Is it just Pam? Is it? Where did we find Pam? I'm very intrigued. But ladies and gentlemen, my next guest, I am so excited. I have performed for Cher, performed behind Cyndi Lauper, even Kylie Minogue. But the next guest is even much more important to me. He is the king of polyester. Please welcome Bob Down! Hello, Bob. You look absolutely incredible. A splash of colour never goes to waste.
And look at you. Do you know that leopard print? It's almost Lily Savage like.
I know someone else said that to
My
me too.
darling Lily Savage.
And she is an icon like yourself.
Thank you, darling.
So
Isn't she funny?
Oh my God! I could have just sat down to talk to her for hours, actually.
Oh, I look quite pretty, don't I?
Yeah, well, that's because you are pretty, Bob.
Thank
you are
you
the
very
prettiest
much.
man in showbiz.
Is this we can't get any closer than this because we're both blondes?
No, you can't come a little bit closer anymore, Bob.
We'll break the screen. We'll break people's screens.
So I want to know, how is Good Morning Moolumbar going for you?
Good morning, Moorlambar. It's
Yeah.
going. Oh, it's going very, very well.
Right. Are you online streaming yet?
It's only just gone to with pictures.
Oh,
Do you know? I just had the most camp thing happen. I was walking up to to join you all here,
Yes.
and I had my little I had my little wheelie, and I decided to walk past the Pullman.
oh yes.
And of course, it's crawling with cops and army people, stopping all the people getting out that are quarantining in there.
And what did they
It
say
was
to
the
you?
best I could do, not to be just sucked up into the bloody vortex.
And were you pulled over asking where you were
Well,
going?
that's what I mean. I suddenly felt guilty, like I'd slipped out the side. It's
Oh, I go for a coffee in the morning. I'm like, oh, I'm going to get arrested.
Do you know, you think that they'd put them in the Hyde Park Plaza where at least there are some balconies where they can isolate with a cigarette on their
that is
balcony.
true.
It's shocking. Imagine being in a hotel room with no balcony.
Oh,
I'd be absolutely furious.
would I be? Oh no, I just have the Netflix on. I'll just porn all day and I'd be fine.
Do you know what fabulous that Kitty's out? Kitty Glitter. She was in.
Was she stuck in a
She was
hotel?
in quarantine for 14 days in a room.
Wow.
And she only just got out. So love to you, Kitty, if you're watching.
Hope you get out soon.
She had to come. She came back from Toronto, and I don't mean near Newcastle. I mean the real place. But imagine 14 days in a room with no fresh air. I
Oh,
couldn't
that's normally
stand it.
that's normally my life without
I was going to
quarantining.
say it's a bit like the dressing room here.
Yes, exactly right. So, what in quarantining, have you been getting up to anything different than you normally would?
It's really strange because at the moment we're raising a. Steve, can I have my phone? I want to show you. We're raising a 3-month-old mini schnauzer puppy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so I don't know. Oh, thank you very much, Pam. So I don't know how anybody. I do not know how anybody raises a puppy with it not being in quarantine.
Bob, I'm surprised you have an iPhone.
I do have an iPhone.
I thought you'd still be on dial-up.
Well, no, because I left my Motorola flip at home because I didn't want to be mugged on the way up. So no, I can't, Siri. I don't want you to help me. Why can't I? I'm trying to show you Alfie.
I've got a question for you. What do you think Siri looks like, Bob?
Siri. Well, I know her surname. Do
What
you
is
remember the Benny Hill show when he did that Chinese character?
No,
And he'd say, "You Siri, idiot." So I think her surname's Idiot.
Yeah, because it's so
She's an
fucking
idiot.
frustrating when you use it.
She is a complete idiot. And I'm trying to, wait a minute, I'm going to show you Alfie, our mini schnauzer puppy, if it's the last thing I do. Here he is. Here's Alfie.
Oh,
There's
I feel like
Alfie.
I'm looking in a mirror.
Can the camera get a close-up? Look at
that.
Alfie.
Oh,
Wait a
Alfie
minute,
disappeared.
No, Alfie's here.
Oh, no, there.
Alfie's here. So
Everyone
me,
say hello, Alfie.
Oh, me
that
and my husband, Stephen Elliott, who did not direct Priscilla.
Oh,
My husband is called Stephen Elliott.
Oh, what's it like having that name and being so close to that
we
film?
have been caught in so many ridiculous situations where people are thinking they're going to meet the man who created Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
And has he turned up and... Oh, you're not Stephen Elliott.
No, that's right. They're always so disappointed. So we've had many, many embarrassing moments. So we're changing his name to Baz Luhrmann.
Oh,
Just to avoid any confusion.
well, yeah, fair enough. Now, what else? I watched your special last night.
Oh, thank you very much.
I really want to talk about this. This is the gayest thing I've ever seen, and I love gay things. I've loved it ever since birth. Can you tell me a bit about that show and how
The
it
Bob
came
Down
out?
special.
Yeah, it was amazing. Check it
was-
out on the YouTube. Off the VHS.
I was living in London all through the 90s, and I got my own New Year's Eve special. New Year's Eve and Christmas are a huge TV thing in Britain, right? Huge. And so I got my own New Year's Eve special, which we filmed in October 1995. And I tried to get Kylie, but I couldn't get Kylie. But I'll tell you who I did get. I got Ant and Dec. Just as they were starting to get famous, Martine McCutcheon, she was on EastEnders, but Anthony Newley was my guest.
And what's not to love about Anthony Newley?
The late, great Anthony Newley, and he was my guest on the show. It was absolutely incredible.
And in your career, because you've had an I've loved you for a long time.
Oh,
What
thanks,
is
darling.
what is your biggest highlight? Because you've done some amazing things.
I reckon it would be making that special.
Yeah,
because
it's pretty good.
Because I had to carry it all myself. It was all my ideas, all my monologues, all my ideas for the songs. It's up on YouTube. It's called the Bob Down Special.
I highly recommend you watch it. You will laugh.
Transferred
It's
from
amazing.
VHS.
I know. I love it. Says that when you've written on it as well.
It's so old. It's transferred from VHS.
What was one of the things you said? People don't know if my teeth or hair are fake.
Yeah, people think the hair is real and the teeth are fake.
That's it.
And that's true.
And then you did this back gag with the hair.
It is
it was
absolutely
brilliant.
true. And what was so thrilling for me was that my mum and dad were there in London in the studio audience. My sister was there. Lily Savage was there. Julian Clary came to the taping. And we did it at London Weekend Television, where all Cilla Black and all those big shows are done, like Graham Norton and all those people. It was absolutely... that is the highlight of my working life, I think.
I have another question for you. How do you feel that... Because I believe you created Chassé Away far long before the RuPaul did. How do you feel like him taking your Chassé part of away?
I'm absolutely furious. Speaking as a black gay man, I'm absolutely furious. But there wasn't... You see, I used to be the only gay in the village, didn't I?
I know for years.
I've lost my point of difference. I'm going to have to go back in the closet. I hope it's not an IKEA.
Oh...
But you know what I mean?
You wouldn't know how to put it together.
Everybody's gay now, aren't they? Hannah Gadsby, Joel Creasy, Tom Ballard, Christopher Pine. They're all gay. I think it's terrible. I've lost my point of difference. And I tell you what, it's thrilling to be playing in an empty gay bar, isn't
Oh,
it?
and it's great when you do a joke and it really lands.
Yeah, it's good.
You
It's
know
good.
it lands. That sound of silence is amazing.
I like it. I can just the crew laughing. It's like the old Bert Newton show, isn't it?
Oh.
It's like Good Morning Australia with Bert Newton.
Actually, sometimes I feel like it's performing at Stonewall. It's still full and no one's listening.
Exactly. Exactly.
Do you know what? Thank you for coming tonight.
Oh,
but
I'm
don't go
delighted,
too
darling.
far because I might need you to do something for me
Oh.
later, Bob. So we're going to
Oh.
get to that. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the Australian icon, Bob Down!
Mwah. Thank you.
Place that down. Oh, you've got very good mic technique, Bob. Yeah, you've learnt off the best, like people like Kerry Ann. Amazing, amazing. Pam, get cleaning, because Steve's got to come back and we don't want him catching anything, you know, because he can't catch a ball. So I don't know if he's going to catch anything else, but you never know. Oh, Pam. You've got really good wrist action, don't you? Wow. You're going to make some man very happy one day. Please welcome back my co-host, Steve.
Don't we?
Oh, I absolutely do.
Last time I saw Bob was at a caftan party. Remember we could see people back those days? Wasn't that great? Lifetime ago.
Don't you find it weird when you're watching something on telly or a movie and there's groups of people together? You go, oh my God, that looks so weird.
Or when Facebook says, oh, this was a year or two ago, and you're like this, and you're like, oh, look, when you can touch people.
And people are
That's
kissing
nice.
on television shows. Oh, can't do that no more.
Can't do that.
Can't do
nothing.
that no more.
Okay, let's continue on now. Our show runs on donations. So if you're in a position to help at all, chuck a few dollars our way via our GoFundMe page. Details are on our website, stonewall.live. Now, we are live tonight on Facebook, so you can like, you can comment, and you can share us around like sunscreen in a group of gingers. Now, we all need help, a helping hand rather, in this time. Ooh!
Whoa!
Not yet, Ray. We all need a helping hand in this time of need. I love this bit. It's time for Just the Tip. Now, we know it's tough out there, so we thought we'd reach out to some of the celebs at home to give us some isolation survival tips. Now, joining us tonight is My Kitchen Rules star, author and winner of Mr. Gay World, the handsome and very talented Jordan Bruno. Yay!
Oh my God, don't you look attractive?
Yeah, I got told not to wear too much. Don't want to leave it up to the imagination.
I
People are
think
in
you've worn
quarantine.
too much.
Yeah, you're a bit overdressed.
That's too much. Thank you
Yeah.
for joining us tonight. Very kind of
Pleasure's
you.
mine.
I did a bit of YouTubing on you. You are a very kind man, I have to say.
I like to give back in the form
Yeah,
of
I
nudity,
think
LGBTI rights.
It's
and various
amazing what you
other things
do.
too.
I respect that so much and thank you for what you do for those people out there. It's absolutely amazing.
I'd love to see you in the
Nothing.
kitchen there, Jordan. So what do you like to cook? What's your cooking thing? Oh, that's nice. What's your thing in the kitchen? What can you cook for us?
I mean, to be honest, in quarantine, I've been doing a lot more baking, you know.
Ooh.
I'm one of those people that have started the sourdough trend, got onto the whole starter thing, making it from scratch. Otherwise, pastas, risottos, a lot
Wow.
of deep fried chicken, probably more than I should be.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything, but definitely anything with carbohydrates I love. I'm a carbohydrate enthusiast.
There's nothing wrong with deep fried, Al. Nothing wrong with deep
No,
fried.
not at all. We should be embracing it, you know what I mean?
Totally. Have you got underwear on? I'm just checking.
I do.
Oh, okay. I
Oh,
thought your buns were out at the back for a sec there.
Yeah. Look at your mind there, Minnie. I know what you're thinking.
Sorry, forgive.
Now, I believe you're going to cook something for us tonight, Jordan, or you've been cooking. What have you been up to?
So it's just a simple dish. You can make this at home. I'm using all the leftovers in the back of my fridge, which is brilliant.
Good.
We're making quarantine sausage rolls.
Ooh.
In the mix, you can see here, I've just added like actual butcher sausages, taken the meat out of the skin. I've added spring.
Oh, he's frozen.
Oh, frozen.
We're talking about
Let
sausage.
it go.
You just
Let it go.
sausage meat with skin.
Exactly.
That's all I
You-
heard.
those
Okay,
big,
yes.
Big ones you get at the butcher. You don't want the skinny ones. You want the thick ones. for
Big
this
ones.
Because they're the good
We all
stuff.
want a big one,
Generally
love.
made of-
Yes.
Nothing
yes.
wrong with
Pork
skinny,
shoulder,
Jordan.
pork
Nothing wrong
belly.
with skinny.
Nothing wrong with the skinny. It just depends, you know. Something for everyone. But I personally like him big and fat.
Well,
Sure you do. I'm sure you
now
do.
back to the cooking. Come on, then.
I was talking about the cooking.
So all we've done is mix our mince mixture. And you have to keep in mind, when you buy sausages, it's already seasoned. So you don't
Yeah.
have to do that whole add spice and salt thing.
Got it.
Add your veggies. I've added some mustard, but really whatever you want. And then on a pastry sheet, we're going to use about half of this. We're going to scoop 1/3 of our sausage roll mixture.
It's a big
It's the
sausage.
perfect meal to make as well when you're watching a show like this.
It is.
You know, get a little bit of sauce, sit in front of the telly. And then all we're doing,
Wrap it.
I don't think
Well, I
anyone's
think
sitting
our
around the
pastry-
telly at the moment.
We've got our pastry sheet, and we're just going to
Ooh.
put egg wash on both sides.
Bit of egg wash.
So
yummy.
layer that sausage mix in there.
That's a big
And
sausage
then we're
mix,
just
isn't
going
it?
to
You sound
cradle it
creepy,
in this
Steve.
pastry
Sorry,
and
what?
wrap it
I'm just
around.
doing a
big
commentary.
sausage.
I'm like David
Oh.
Attenborough. As he
Yeah.
rolls the sausage, we can see.
No,
the
you
egg
didn't. You
whites.
sound fucking creepy.
The animals
You
within.
do. You do.
Could you
Yeah,
take
thank
it?
you. Thank you, Jordan.
That's a
Easy,
good-
Wow,
1, 2,
that's
3.
fucking big
On
and
the
long. Is that
bacon,
at least 10
chop
inches?
them in
Love it.
half. Sesame seeds on top in the oven 220,
Oh,
and I've made a
here's
finished
some you
one to
prepared
show you
earlier.
guys.
You've cut it down to 6. I'm not so happy about that.
Yeah, I mean it's just personal preference. Once
Yeah,
again,
true,
what
true.
You like, you should do.
Yeah. Fair enough. Agreed.
Oh, Jordan, that's awesome. You're in WA, aren't you?
We're in WA here, so we're a little bit far away. We're back a few hours.
Well,
as
I'm from WA too, John. I'm from Bunbury.
Oh,
All
really?
jokes aside.
Like the drug capital of Western Australia.
That's why Steve's from there. I believe you've
Lovely.
started a new business. Is that?
yeah, I do. Sorry.
I hope it's not a drug business.
No. I've got a food truck / pop-up restaurant called Outback Eats. It uses native Australian plants and native meats as well. So we cook kangaroo, crocodile. We use ingredients like kakadu plum, which has the highest natural concentration of vitamin C. And then we dish them up in delicious lasagnas, burgers. It changes all the time. But yeah, it's really cool and inspired by kind of like local Australian.
And what is this business called? You haven't told me yet.
Yes.
Outback Eats.
Outback Eats. Oh, I love a bit of Outback Eats. They call that
it,
rimming,
yeah.
don't they?
They do. But you come to WA, look us up, come for a feed. We're always freshly grilling. Not at the
Good. We
moment,
love it
because-
always fresh out the back. Yes, we do.
Head to Bunbury.
Amen.
You never know what you'll get. Right. You've got a Labrador, haven't you, as well, called Mango? Is that right?
Yeah.
Where's
Golden
Mango?
Retriever. He's the cutest thing in the world. Let me get him. Mango.
Oh, look at this.
Oh.
It's so cute.
He's off. He's back.
Oh.
Everyone meet Mango.
Everyone and their fucking pets tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the best time to get a puppy. If you don't have one, get one. Oh, he's scared.
It's a bit sensitive, me, for Jordan. We can't go
cute.
there. I
It's so
lost my dog
striking.
issues, so it's a bit sensitive subject.
And Jordan, obviously, when we can get back on planes, are you going to South Africa to judge the next Mr. Gay World? Is that right?
Yeah, I'm actually meant to be going there next week. Obviously, everything's changed
Yes.
with COVID-19, but heading to South Africa this time next year now. It's been delayed a
Right.
year to be the judge for the next Mr. Gay World tournament, which
awesome.
recognises leaders of the LGBTI community. Amazing competition, but yeah, very excited for it.
Yeah, that's
And when
awesome.
you win Mr. Gay World, what does that entail when you have the crown, so to speak?
I mean, really, it's just an ego push. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, I know
you
about
go
that.
in there having a charity lined up or doing ambassador work of sorts, and then you work with this group of LGBTI leaders that run different publications, magazines, and they help you grow you as a leader, and they kind of spur on your advocacy work by supporting it, giving you business tips and platforms. But I must say, without a doubt, the best part of the competition is just meeting 30 like-minded gay men from all across the globe. That really gives you a sense of community, one, but a global understanding of what LGBTI rights are in every different country. So amazing
Awesome.
competition. I was very
Awesome.
blessed to be
Yeah,
a
well
part
done.
of it, but yeah, looking forward to going back and being a part of it again in the future as well. Hopefully the candidates that were meant to go this year will be there next year.
Not only are you handsome, but you've got a handsome soul as
do.
well,
Thank
and I
you,
adore
Jordan.
that.
So
Oh,
nice.
stop.
Thank
Keep
you.
going.
Thanks for your sausage roll.
Give it up for Jordan!
Thank you, Jordan!
Loved your big sausage!
We love that. What a great
Oh,
guy.
did you like that, Bob?
Yeah,
Did
Bob liked that.
How are you
spunk
going?
rap.
Hey,
Not
what
as much of a spunk as Ivan.
No.
And
Yeah.
I'm loving my quarantining.
Yes, it's double
it's-
water.
And that quarantini is water, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Water, just so you know, it's just water.
H2O.
That's the one.
H2O, there we go. Quarantine.
Have another one. It's on me. Right. I think we should check in on the DJ. What do you reckon? Let's go and
Hello.
speak to DJ
Give it
Ray
up for Ray
Isaac.
Isaac.
Woo!
Hello.
How are you going, Ray?
I'm fantastic.
Thank you for coming tonight.
You're
I'm
very
loving
welcome.
your earphones.
Thank you.
Did you Diamante them yourself?
No, I had Swarovski do them for me.
Ooh,
Oh, you are
show
so
off. Name drop.
You were definitely not a drag queen. We'd be up 8 hours doing that, or at least 2 days.
I wish. I'm not that
So
creative.
I believe you've got a new track that you're going to be releasing.
I do.
You want to tell us a bit about that?
May the 1st. May the
Sure.
1st.
May the 1st,
Yes.
love
It's out on pre-order now. It's I'm a big Madonna fan, so
Who isn't?
30th anniversary of
This
the
year,
Blonde
Blonde
Ambition tour,
Ambition.
like the soundtrack of my 90s life.
right. Well, I'm actually going to screen it at the Broadway Hoyt Cinema once the whole isolation thing ends. So
I'll be there.
I actually had
Nice.
it for last month, but I had to cancel, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm a big Madonna fan, and as a singer, I decided to remake her track, which I absolutely love, "Crazy for You."
yes.
So that comes out.
I taped that off the radio when I was at high school and
Did
played
you?
it. And when we had the school carnival, I played it on the tape recorder.
Did you have someone to dance with?
No, I was always on my own.
Oh, well, look, this one, you don't need anyone with you. You can just put your hands up. Plus, I've got dance remixes, so you
Oh,
don't,
good.
you don't need anyone
Even better.
on your end.
Let's
Do you want to
hear-
have a listen?
Let's have a listen.
All right.
Here we go.
See you through the smoky air.
Oh, nice.
Can't you feel the weight of my stare?
Lovely.
Is that you singing?
Yep.
You sound fantastic.
Thank you. Thanks.
What I'm dying to say is that I'm crazy for you. Touch me once and you'll know it's true.
No more touching, no more though.
Never wanted anyone like this. It's so brand new. You feel it in my kiss. I'm crazy for you.
Love that.
Well, ladies and
Oh my
gentlemen,
God.
give it up for the Ray of the Ice
you.
accent, Crazy for You. Pre-order.
Wow.
And the music video comes out on that
Ooh.
same
Music video.
weekend.
Okay.
I actually shot it in 2 locations where Madonna did Papa Don't Preach and Bad Girl in New York. yeah.
Oh,
So there's a few little elements.
my God, I love
Madonna
that.
that's
fans will
almost
like.
right. Oh, that's awesome.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Ray.
Did you see that video today of Madonna because she cancelled concerts and she was walking up the stairs like she actually looked like a 60-year-old woman. I've never
Yeah.
seen that before.
I know.
Madonna looked like a 60-year-old woman. It was quite nice to see.
Okay, now we are live on Facebook tonight, so we want you to like us and comment and share us around like snags at a Barbie. Okay, we are shortly going to...
They loved
Bit
that one,
late.
didn't they?
Oh, I know. And I've got to do about 4 more of those. Right, we're going...
They're just going to get worse.
Oh, I know, love. We're going to go live to... we're shortly going to go live to chat with self-acclaimed social media influencer Carla from Bankstown. But first, she's been updating some of her product line to be more COVID-friendly. Now, if you don't know what a kapad is, take a look at this.
The kapad. What's a kapad, you're asking? Well, I'm about to tell you right now, guys. When you're walking down the street, bar, and you see the hot guy, and you get full wet, and you get like, you know, like full shy, and oh my god, I'm so shy, don't look at me, bar. Guess what, bro? The kapad is gonna save your life, bar. So what you do, you insert it into your underpants, bar, and then every time it happens, bro, it's gonna get wet. It's gonna admit the smell of a kebab, bro, and it's full gonna turn the guys on, bar, and it's gonna get the guys over to you real quick, bar. I swear to God, but I'm not even lying, bro. I used it last night, but I forgot little Mahmoudi and Haseen on it. Bro, my underpants full smelled like a halal snack pack. I'm not even kidding you.
Okay, well, she's given her kapad a COVID update. Oh, yes, it gets worse. Have a look at this.
Sure guys, it's me, Australasian icon and Zoo Magazine's sexiest woman of the year 2018, Gala from Bankstown. And have I got a special for you. Last time I bought you the kapad, the revolutionary technology to get guys to full want you but ooh. But today I'm bringing you something extra special. I bring to you the kapad 2.0. As you know, the world has full gone crazy, and we are dealing with self-isolation and social distancing, How many times have you gone to the shops to get your essentials, like your toilet paper and your Maccas, and some gronk wants to come up all in your face, bro? Guess what, The kapad 2.0 is full gonna fix that. The kapad 2.0 is a revolutionary new system that I full came up with all by myself, bro, because I'm full smart, yeah? It comes in 3 new scents: garlic sauce, iced latte, and my personal favorite, pickles. Oh my god, wow. What you're gonna do, you're gonna get your kapad 2.0, put it over like so. 1, 2, 3, wow, stylish. The kapad 2.0 is a revolutionary technology, full absorbs any kind of spit that comes out of your mouth, and it emits this smell so the people can go away. That's what we want, right? We don't want to get fucking sick, bro. Alright guys, you've seen the Compad 2.0, you know all about it. Now I've got the deal for you. The first 50 callers that call right this second, bro, are gonna receive not one, not two, but all 3 cents of the Compads. Wow! For the small price of 6 easy installments of $25.95 plus $50 precision handling. Any person that calls in the next 10 minutes will also receive this beautiful lip gloss that I used myself. Wow, oh my god, you could full sell on eBay for like $1,000 bro, because I'm a full celebrity, right? I'm full standing by waiting for your phone calls, but I can already hear the phones going off the hook. Oof, oh my god, wow. Oh my god, guys, wow. That is all the time for I have today on the Shopping Channel Network. Thank you so much for tuning in, and don't forget to stay the fuck home and don't go outside unless you need to go get dick, alright? Oh my god, I full gotta go. Alright, yalla, bye.
Oh my gosh, absolutely love it, especially loving a shopping channel. I can tell you, she's here to tell us all about it. It is Carla from Bankstown.
Thank you for joining us tonight, Carla. I'm loving the blue eyeshadow. Is it blue? I think it looks blue.
It's green, bro, it's green.
Oh, sorry. I am colourblind. Forgive.
Oh my god, thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
You and Steve have
Wow.
something in common. You both work on shopping channels.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Right,
have you
that's
worked
it.
together
It's
before?
a hard job. It's such a hard job, not gonna lie, you know. Everyone wants to fuck me on set. It's not, you know.
Oh, I know.
But what can you do when you look this up?
It's hard. I
I'm-
hear you, love.
I'm loving your kebab, but I want to know if you're doing a hummus one.
We're gonna be doing a new special after quarantine's over, hummus special, bro, just in time for Christmas in July. It's gonna come out. It's gonna hit the shelves, bro. It's gonna be amazing. Don't worry about it.
You should head to Stonewall while it's closed because it smells like a kebab. I'm sure of it.
I can smell it. I can smell it from here. Don't worry about it. I can smell it.
Carla, what else have you been up to? What's been going on since lockdown's been happening? What have you been doing?
Bro, I'm officially a platinum member on Uber Eats. I'm sick of fucking eating, bro. That's all I've done is eat, and that's it, bro. Like, what else can you do? Like, what else am I gonna do?
Do you know what? I grew up in Granville, not far from Bankstown. And my mother...
In the area?
Yeah, in that
Oh.
total... And my mother recently got a new neighbour. I think... what was the name? Jeanette. Do you know Jeanette? Apparently you know who that is.
What? Are you joking
Yeah,
me?
lives next door to my mother.
Bro, she's a dumb, dirty, fucking prostitute rat dog, bitch, slut rat dog, bro. I don't even want to
That's
talk
exactly
about
what
her,
my
bro.
mother
Don't
said.
mention that name. Her mum's a gronk too, bro. They're all gronks, bro. The whole family is fucking from the village, bro. They're all animals, but...
My poor mother, she lives on her own. I don't know what to do. Can you give any advice?
You need to go make sure your mother's okay, because they're probably gonna eat her or something, bro. They're animals, I swear to God, but...
I reckon I've seen them on Aldi. Listen, Carla, you're
Yeah.
also you're a maths super fan, right? You love maths.
Bro, obsessed.
Why?
Obsessed.com.
Yeah? What do you love about it?
I just love looking at the hot guys. That's
Yeah.
all. Like, I don't know. And I love the drama, bro. The drama is the best part of the whole show. That's it.
Would you go on it?
I feel like if I weren't on it, I would probably get arrested or like sent to jail, bro. Because I would glass a bitch, bro. I would throw my wine. I would knock people out. Because like, talk shit, get here, bro. Don't fucking talk to me if you're gonna be rude.
You're
That's it, bro.
from Bankstown. Haven't you been arrested already?
Why you gotta bring that up for, bro? I don't want people to know that about me. No.
Have you been getting any? Have you been getting any men in lockdown? I know you've got to have the social distancing, but have you been having any like ways to satisfy yourself?
Bro, the only way that I got satisfied is I got a message. My mum messaged me yesterday. She's like, Carla, listen, but some gronks dropped off something from you in the post, and I opened it up. My mother saw it, bro. It was this. Like, what the fuck?
It's a little small for you, isn't it?
Minnie, is that yours?
No, mine's much bigger.
I think it might be Jordan's, bro.
Almost. Is that your self-isolation item? Is that getting you through? Is that getting you through this pandemic?
Just make sure you wash it
What
3 times a day, okay?
Bro, I just put it in the dishwasher. It's fine. It's all good.
Listen, when this all comes to an end, Carla, and we can actually leave the house, you know, what are you going to do? What's going to happen for you? What's going to happen for you after lockdown comes to an end?
Well, I'm working on an album at the moment.
Good.
I've got a new single coming out in maybe 2 weeks or so. Produced by my friend's dad's Mayo, bro. It's gonna be fucking lit.
Well,
So,
go something like this.
originally the story was what?
I'm thinking how your song would be. It'd be like this, wouldn't it? Sort of.
Bro, it's gonna be it's it's a house track. That's all I can say, bro. It's a house track.
Well, you're in a house
You know,
right
you
at the
can-
moment, so it may as well be a house track, yeah? Appropriate.
That's it. Originally, bro, the song was gonna be called Influenza, but all this shit that's going on, bro. I don't want to get in trouble, and I'm like, I am an influencer. That's it, point blank, bro. I don't care about this Corona shit. I don't know who she is, but thinking she can steal my limelight, it's not gonna happen.
Well, being an influencer, do you have anything for your fans out there you'd love to say?
I just want to say that I love all my fans, bro. Thank you for just making me famous, and go buy my merch.
Yeah.
I got merch out, Gronks. Go buy it.
Bye. Thank you, Carla. So good to speak to you from Bankstown.
You're a bloody legend.
We love you. We love you.
And can you do something about Jeanette for me? My mother needs to be safe.
Bro, DM me the address. I'm going to pick your mum up. She's gonna come stay at my house. Wallahi, I'm not gonna let her stay with Jeanette, bro. No way.
Thank you, Carla.
Thank you, Carla. Love you. Look, oh my gosh, loving her. I need to get her on the shopping channel. Right. Now, we love supporting local music artists, and there are some great new releases this week. First of all, Taylor BW has just released her brand new video for her new single, Dreams. Now, the video was filmed in Sydney by a bunch of clever queer creatives, and the song is absolutely stunning. Take a look at it.
Awake when sleeping, conscious of feeling, fingertips stretched out.
We're back. Okay, hello. Also out this week is a brand new duets album called 1998 by singer Greg Gould, which is shooting up the charts. Now, the album plays homage to the greatest songs of 1998, including hits from Mariah Carey, Celine Dion, Janet Jackson, Whitney Houston, Britney Spears, and Tina Arena. The album features a ton of amazing guests, including Rhonda Birchmore, Cosimo DeVito, who we've had on this show, plus some of the feature guests we're going to have here as well, including Amanda Harrison and Emily Williams. Take a look at his video for the recent single, The Boy Is Mine, featuring Peyton.
If you didn't know, the boy is mine. It's not hard to see. Boy, the boy is mine. I'm sorry that you seem to be confused. He belongs to me.
You can download or stream both artists from all the best digital outlets. It's a really good music video, that one. It's about bullying, which is great as well. Now, look.
No, bullying isn't great.
No, it's not great. It's good
No.
the video's there. About
Choice
it.
of words. Choice of words.
Choice
Steve.
of words. Sorry, Minnie. Look, it's always time to check in on the bar at some point, don't you reckon?
Yeah,
I reckon we should check in
I
on the
think
bar. Hey, Yvonne, make it a stiff one.
Are you getting a stiff one there, Bob?
Oh, look, I'm on my third quarantining.
Good on you. Look at Pam. You cleaning, Pam?
Oh, she's always cleaning. She
There
does
she goes.
nothing else.
I know.
She's like Mary Kondo, she is.
She's
Just
a little
all
bit
she does is clean.
OCD. She's a little bit obsessive compulsive.
Yeah.
I want to know where you got that bowl from, Pam. Have you been going through my wardrobe?
Yeah.
You're meant to clean my house, not steal shit.
Yvonne, are you wearing pants tonight, or is he completely naked back there?
No, he's got pants
Has
on.
he? Oh, that
I
makes a
made him
change.
do it. It was too distracting.
Oh, I bet
Ivana,
it was.
from where I'm standing, it looks like you got your hand in your pants.
Yeah.
Keep doing it, that's fine.
Make it a stiff one.
Muriel?
Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you very much. Thank you, Bob. Okay, thank you for watching us tonight. Our show runs on donations, so if you are in a position to help at all, chuck a few dollars our way via our GoFundMe page. Details are available on the website stonewall.live. Now, we are live on Facebook tonight, so you can like, you can comment, and you can share us around like stripper at a hen party. I think it's time we check in with our next captive superstar. Our next guest is a model influencer, queer activist, and has been nominated for a prestigious LGBTIQ award. He hails from the Sunshine Coast, has shot to social media stardom with over 1 million Instagram followers. Hello, Jade Kevin Foster.
Oh, aren't you as cute as a button?
Oh, thank you. Says you. Look at that gorgeous dress.
Oh, why, thank you. You've got eyes. I like you even more. You can't
I
have it,
do.
though.
You
Get your
look
eyes off it,
gorgeous.
girl. Get your eyes off it. How you going up there in the Goldie?
Yeah, good.
Yeah?
Really good.
Do you always have such a hairy moustache like that?
Well, we all do.
I let it grow out a little bit because of ISO, but yeah.
ISO. Give it up for ISO.
Everything's abbreviated. Listen, Jay, can I just, everyone, look, a lot of people know about you and Kim Kardashian, but those that don't know, can you just tell us how that was and what happened there?
Yeah, so I started modeling for Mossimo when I was 16 years old.
Yeah.
And Kim Kardashian released a fragrance, which was one of her first in Melbourne. And there was a VIP party, and I actually got into the VIP area with her, and we started talking.
Wow.
And then we got a photo together, and then she retweeted that photo, and then my social media just kind of like blew up.
That's just
awesome.
I was actually listening to an interview of yours online yesterday. And what I loved about it, because people on Instagram, some don't get a good rap. But what I like about you is that you actually have a kind heart. And I think it was a really beautiful interview, I have to say. You talking about your career and how you just want to be an activist for things. I just adored that. I thought that was really gorgeous. Tell us about, you've got some television stuff coming up. Are you allowed to talk about that?
I do. I don't think I'm allowed to speak about it. I've been done before because I've had interviews before and I've like opened up my mouth and then.
Oh, you stupid boy! You stupid boy!
Don't worry, we won't tell anyone. Just us.
But I really enjoyed filming Child by Kyle on Channel 10, and I do have a few more shows that are due to be released in the next couple of months, which I'm really excited about.
Did you ever think you were going to get into acting? Was that like a dream of yours?
Yeah, like I done acting when I was younger, but I never really pursued it in any way. And then I just finished filming Into the Darkness with Aussie horror award-winning film director Chris Sun, and that was really good, and I enjoyed myself so much. So I think that I am gonna look into acting some more.
Well, it sounds like you've got stuff in the pipeline.
Yeah.
So you're still acting, but you want to do more.
Yeah.
Do you want to be like the next Chris Hemsworth?
Oh, yeah, that'd be great if I could.
Listen, what have you been doing to get through this pandemic? I mean, we're all going crazy at home. Obviously, you know, we're going to stay in. What have you been doing to get through it?
I've been like washing my walls, and like just cleaning my house like crazy. On Monday through to Friday, I'll make sure that I eat healthy and train. But then on the weekends, I just hit the wine and hit the spirits hard. And then I'll wake up really late on Monday and maybe play some PlayStation and just keep myself entertained.
Apparently, the stats in Australia with drinking is 2 in 3 people are drinking at the moment.
Well, listen, excuse me, it's always an hour earlier for me, you know, 5 o'clock, then 4 o'clock, then 3 o'clock. Before I know it, I'm like, oh, it's just gone 12.
For you, Steve.
It's 9 a.m.
Yeah, 9. I'm not far off, love. I'm really not. Can I also ask you, obviously, influencers like yourself, you know, you rely on your social media following and you know, it's your job, right? It's a job. But a lot of people like yourself are obviously struggling at the moment. How are you finding it?
Yeah, so Australia Post recorded actually the other day and released stats that during this pandemic that they haven't had as many shipments go out from online shopping in history. So I have had a lot of inquiries about products and services that are online for me to promote, but I just think that it's really important for me to align that with my brand and myself. So I'm never going to be the person that just chucks up a photo and promotes a product for a buck. And I just think that it's really important for me to be able to use that product first. And if it's something that I love and I use, then I'll definitely be interested in promoting it. But there has been some inquiries for me to promote products that I definitely wouldn't use myself. So I don't do that.
That's what I loved about your interview yesterday, just like what you just said there. You're not in it for the buck, you're in it for the right reasons. It's really, really sweet quality. Don't ever lose that.
No.
It's beautiful.
Listen, what's the first thing you'll do when this comes to an end and we can actually go out and do things? What's the first thing you'll do you reckon?
I want to go to a restaurant and get garlic prawns and oysters.
Yum.
Okay, so that seems so random to me, but probably not to you.
That sounds great. Yummy.
What would be the first thing I would do when I go, I can't think. I'll DM you later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, thank
I
you.
want to come back down to Sydney and come out to Stonewall. I remember
Yeah.
when I was a little bit younger that I used to come there on the nights that you guys gave out stickers with numbers.
Oh, mailbox.
And then you'd get like a little pen pal. And then you could like become better friends with your pen pal later on in the night if you wanted
friends,
to.
yeah, that's
and
the
it was
word.
like,
Yeah, I
it was
bet.
really fun.
It's been one of the biggest events here at Stonewall Mailbox, so I'm glad that you brought that up. You obviously didn't see me, though. That other drag queen looks like me, but it wasn't me.
Listen, thanks for coming on the show tonight. It's so good to see you.
Thank you so much for having me. Stay
Have
safe.
fun in the Goldie!
Thank you. Oh, looking great in red. It's a good colour to wear, red.
Is it?
I love red. Okay, we really do love hearing about those in the community who are doing so much to help and support others. Now, we've created a space in the show where we can thank those people who truly are the little heroes amongst us. Now, excuse me, our first ever little hero is a lady from Sydney who has been helping others in the community. It's the amazing Nicole Baker Bryson.
Now, I'm going to start with Nicole's letter because it actually means quite a lot to this hotel, but I'll start with her letter. I am touching base because supporting community spaces is my personal goal. For as long as I am secure in employment, I will be spending my dining out budget ordering food from Claire's Kitchen and having it delivered to people who deserve a little treat. For this week's order from Claire's Kitchen, I wanted to support our community. My darling friend Ruth McCarter, she suggested I send a little feast over to your team working on live from Stonewall. It seems like the perfect match to me. So, Ruth saw our video last week and was quite touched by that. And her being an AMBO, because Nicole rang Ruth, right. And Ruth said, people said, we have jobs. I'd like you to do this for me because my brother was a drag queen at Stonewall, Atlanta, who died of a brain aneurysm. And Ruth comes here. Atlanta has a star on the floor, and she often comes here and stands by that star. I think we have a photo of it. There it is. And Ruth is a gorgeous person. She's out on the front line doing amazing things. So she spoke to Nicole and said, I love Stonewall. Would you please do that for me? So Nicole has done that, and we thank you, Nicole. Give it up for Nicole.
Thank you, Nicole.
So finally I got to eat.
Yes. And we got some food sent in today, which is fantastic. And last week, I think she was helping the people on at the hospital and the ICU.
Yeah, the ICU at St. Vincent's Hospital.
St. Vincent's, bringing them food, helping those people that are working tirelessly to help us out at the moment, which is also incredible. So this is what our community little spotlight's all about.
Nicole, wherever you are, thank you so much. You're doing great things, and you're on the front line as an AMBO. I think it's amazing what you're doing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
Big round of applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, look, there are so many incredible acts of kindness happening out there, and we want to salute these little heroes amongst us. The smallest acts of kindness have the biggest impact, and we want to shine a massive light on them. So, please tell us if someone has helped you out. Email us your stories with little heroes in the subject to takepart@stonewall.live. Okay, he's one of Australia's best voices, and he's a shining example of a whole new generation of Indigenous queer talent. From winning the X Factor to representing Australia at Eurovision and going platinum on the charts, his sound is unmistakable. Get ready, everyone, because we'd like to introduce you to Isaiah Firebrace.
Hello!
Hi. I'm trying to...
God, your hair has grown in isolation, hasn't it?
I'm having sound problems.
Oh, sound problems.
Oh, you being a musician, that's not
Can you
good.
I'm having sound problems. Oh my gosh.
That's all right. Turn us up, love.
Sorry,
That's
this is
okay.
like... I thought I set this up earlier on.
There we go. We'll just... Oh, testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2.
You're looking great, though.
Yes. Hope he's got enough shampoo in this lockdown.
He must be able to hear us.
Must have a...
It's probably a blessing.
With that hair, you need to have some shampoo in this lockdown. If not, just use soap. I'm sure that'll be absolutely fine.
That hair would make a great updo, you know.
It would do.
Yeah, like a good well, you'd love a good 60s updo, wouldn't you, Bob, with that hair, wouldn't you?
I reckon you would. You could do...
rather beautiful as it is.
Yes. Right, so we're having a wee bit of a problem.
We're going to come back to him. We're going to go to queer screen.
We'll come back. Okay, let's go to queer screen. Right, it's time to take a look at the top movie pick of the week, thanks to our friends at Queer
What about
Screen.
now? Is this okay?
Helping you discover the best queer films you can watch right in the comfort of your sanitized home. Now, this week's film was hugely controversial upon its release. A bold, hip, and powerful story about a young lesbian lover in a conservative, society set on the bustling streets of Nairobi. Rafiki was initially banned in Kenya, where homosexuality is still illegal. It follows Kina and Ziki, two women from opposing political families, with both their fathers running for local office. While the ambitious Kina background is more working class, carefree Ziki lives in a relative comfort. When the pair spot each other in town, the chemistry is undeniable and their secret love blossoms, despite pressure from society to keep it hidden, and the constant fear of harm if they were caught. The first Kenyan film to be selected for the Cannes Film Festival, it's impossible not to be moved by Kina and Ziki as they fall in love in the face of prejudice in this colourful and vibrant film. Take a look.
Nianze Kenya. Twende round. Takupatia hizo vitu zote unataka. Pesa kwa bank, ma mortgage.
Nadhani hizo ndio vitu mimi udai tu.
Si hizo ndio vitu kila mtu hutaka Kenya.
Wasichana wa MCA. Unadhani mama baba wanajua? Lakini kilichonishangaza, kuna Wakenya ambao kidogo wanaishtumu serikali kwa sababu ya msimamo wao wa ndoa ya jinsia moja.
Yes, that is an incredible film. I remember seeing that at the festival. It is brilliant. I highly recommend it. So you can find it for free on SBS and on demand, but please do be warned, it does contain some homophobic violence. Now, for more information, head to queerscreen.org.au to check out the latest film news, become a member, and get information on their next film festival. Yes, so we're going to see if we can get Isaiah back on.
While we're waiting for that,
yes.
I want to learn a little bit. I know you, Steve. Well,
Yes.
I've only met you in the last 3 weeks.
I know.
Can you tell
I've
me?
never hugged you.
Can you tell me where you're from? Did you grow up in Australia?
I grew up in Western Australia, so I
Yeah.
grew up near Perth in Bunbury, as we heard earlier.
Yes.
And then when I was 18, I moved to London.
Oh, that
Right?
makes perfect sense
Right,
to
which
me,
is why
all
I
of a
sound
sudden.
funny. I was enrolled for university, but I discovered Soho and just got drunk.
So you're a typical homosexual. then?
Homosexual.
Well, it
So
makes.
That's what happened.
Oh, I think
anyway,
we're in. We're in.
back
We're in. Here
back
we go.
Hear me?
Yeah, we're in. Yay! Can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank God for that.
I dropped. I thought, like, far out.
Oh, it's the fucking internet, Darl.
I
It's the
know.
fucking internet.
The internet, fuck it. Right.
What?
You're back
Sorry
on
for the
now.
swearing.
We were talking about your hair. Did you hear? Basically, it's obviously long and wavy, but we just want to know, how are you?
I'm good. I'm really well, thank you. How are you?
Oh, we're great.
How are you?
I feel like
How are
this
you?
is a different kind of
I'm
call
good.
right now. Hey, I've got a, what was it like being so young, winning the X Factor at such a young age? Being thrown into the spotlight like that? That must have been like something really hard to deal with at someone at your age, I would imagine.
Good question. Thanks for the question.
You sound like a politician. Good question.
No, it did take me a while, like afterwards, maybe like a year or two, to actually kind of, take it all in and realize what actually had happened, because I was so young, doing something like that. It's crazy, and it really did change my life.
How long had you left school before you did the X Factor? Had you left school for very long?
Like I was just doing school while I was at X Factor. I was doing homeschooling. I was doing my exams and stuff.
Wow.
While I was at X Factor, which was so stressful.
Oh, absolutely.
And then, after X Factor, I was planning on maybe trying to study year 12, because at the time I was doing year 11.
No point. You won the X Factor, Dol. No point.
Yeah, but I thought, maybe I want to study something, maybe at university, just in case. But then I got Eurovision, so then I was like, nah, no way.
Them's the breaks, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Jesus.
Yeah.
How was that experience? Because the Australians love the Eurovision. You love the Eurovision, don't you, Bob?
Adore it. I want to represent Australia.
What was that
Eurovision
experience
is-
like?
That experience was super crazy. Like, it was kind of like X Factor in a way, but on like a huge, like
There you
such a 2 million times scale.
We
like,
say steroids in the
production
gay
was-
world.
Basically, yeah. Like, the production was huge. Like this, everything that went into it, how many people worked on it was just like it's crazy, and like the amount of people that actually watched it. It was like so crazy and so much pressure. I was just so nervous, and I was only 17, so I was just like shitting myself.
What a thing to do. I mean, to be able to do that on Eurovision. I mean, there's like billions of viewers. It's amazing. So listen, back home here, obviously, you know, you're a star here and people want to speak to you. You've been touring Indigenous communities recently. Tell us a bit about that.
Yes, so I went on a 50-date tour around Australia, which was like humongous. Like that was like 3 months being on the road, and it was like crazy because I hadn't been on the road that long before, you know, with music. But yeah, we traveled into Aboriginal communities, and we were really like regional focused and like remote community-based focused. And I would go into the communities, you know, and talk with, you know, the youth and really spread the message of you know, following your dreams. And like I'm from like a really small country town, and it was very hard for me growing up, and very hard for me, you know, feeling like I was really suppressed and I couldn't ever reach my dreams, you know, just because of who I was and where I was from. But I proved that wrong. So that's the message that I, you know, go out there and say to the other youth out there in other communities.
That's great. And you know what? That is so bloody important. Like it really is. What you're doing is amazing. To get fame so young and do that at your age is really quite extraordinary. And it's amazing that you do that. It's really wonderful.
And the kids that you would have met would have loved to have seen you, and you probably helped a lot of them, which is what you want to do, right?
You don't know how many kids you are going to inspire by doing that. You probably have no idea what you've done. It's really extraordinary.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that really was.
It's
thank
amazing.
you. Yeah, it's good to give back, and it's good to, you know, do it all through my passion, you know, and that's music. So it's great.
Because you being so young, and fame for young people is a big thing, but you've used your fame, but gone back and helped give back, and that is just an extraordinary quality. It really is.
So have we got more music coming up from you? What's happening? What's next for you?
Well, I have been, in isolation and stuff, working on like new music and just being creative and really, you know, asking myself who I really want to be as an artist and what I really want to say as an artist, and the, you know, all the style of music I want to make. I'm really exploring that right now, which is really cool.
Yeah.
New music. I hope I can release new music soon. I'm in a little bit of I hope I can release new music soon. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
But, my fans are being super loyal, and they're really excited for me. And
Take your time. You've got until next Wednesday.
What actually is your creative process when you write something? Do you get inspiration from other things, or what's your process?
My process.
Just sit down and write.
It changes, you know. Like it changes when I go in the studio. Sometimes, like the producer will have a beat, and then he'll play it, and if I like it, then I'll like hum like a melody to it, and then maybe I'll like it, and then maybe it will work, and then maybe it won't, and then it will change to something else, and then we'll play a piano thing. It can be a back and forth thing, or sometimes I can go into the studio with the idea, or like it's a really back and forth, up and down creative process. But that's the most fun thing about it, because that's the journey.
It happens at any time, at any moment. That's brilliant. Well, Isaiah, thank you so much for sorting your internet out, or whatever it was, or your connection. Thank you very much, and it's great to have you on the show, and good luck with everything.
Keep up the amazing work. It's amazing. Well done.
Stay safe.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Yay.
Such a nice young man.
Lovely.
It's so weird to see a selfless teenager.
Isn't it?
It's amazing. It's such a lovely quality to have.
It's very nice, and lovely long hair, and, you know, he's stable. He knows where he's going. I'm looking forward to what he does. Right. Now, each week we want to donate 10% of our production donations to a chosen charity, and we are delighted to announce this week's charity is Black Rainbow. Now, Black Rainbow is a national advocacy platform and touchpoint for Aboriginal and Torres Strait LGBTIQ+ people, and help through a variety of community projects and initiatives that they have and continue to develop. Black Rainbow operates largely on donations. So for more information, please go to www.blackrainbow.org.au. Okay.
And ladies, do you want me to do this one?
Yes, go on then.
Ladies and gentlemen, she has worked for Stonewall for many, many years. She is a drag icon. Please welcome Doreen Manganini. Woo! Hi, Doreen. It's good to
just turn off my serial killer marathon.
Look at you getting the Skype working, you modern woman.
Don't even start. You know I'm nervous. We've only done it once before with you.
I know. It only takes one. Once you've done it once, it's like riding a bike, Doreen.
They say that. How you going?
So great, so great. Now, I'm going to ask you, it's like a bit like trivia, right? How long have you been doing drag?
36 and a half years.
Correct answer.
Have a drink. Good. That's right. Have
It's
a
a
drink.
drinking game,
Have a
isn't
drink.
it?
It's a drinking game.
And
I want you to know that the glass is making my hands look smaller.
There's a bottle of wine in there, I reckon.
now,
Well done.
I know you are the original Fab Original, right? But can you tell everyone at home your accolades and the things you've done in your career?
Right. Well, I was one of the first Indigenous drag performers on the main stages of Australia.
Wow, that's amazing.
Brilliant.
I have won Diva Awards in both Sydney and Melbourne, and there's only a selected small group that have done that.
Yeah, well done.
You're a bit like the Meryl Streep of drag, aren't you?
I was the only Indigenous drag performer in the closing ceremony of the Olympics.
Wow.
I was the only Indigenous drag performer in the 40-year anniversary of Mardi Gras in the after show.
And what sort of work
I've
have you...
had Melbourne Museum has done an exhibition on a coat, and I had to go down and do an interview for at where look, there's so much.
Oh,
there's so much.
You look too young. You've done too much. You look gorgeous.
And
I've had work, Dale. I've had work.
And,
I look better at home.
Can you talk about the work that you do with the Indigenous community? Because I don't think you're not one of these people that blurts out your stuff, but I want people at home to know actually what you do.
I'm not an activist. Okay, a lot of them are activists. And my advice to the young girls is don't walk in with your colour. Walk into the gay hotels or the gay scene because you belong.
Yeah.
For so many years, coloured people or Aboriginal people have felt embarrassed, like if they walk into a hotel and they're the only one in there. Well, I love that. But you don't need to go in with your, our land, our right, borrowed land, borrowed time, like we all know that.
You know what I struggle with, Doreen? I struggle with that I don't see an Aboriginal every day of my life. I struggle with that. I really do.
When I grew up in a town where they didn't see one, something was wrong at both the top camps.
I think Bob said he's got a question for you.
Okay.
Door because I can't hear you. I'm sitting here like Helen Keller. I just wanted to say I'm a big fan of your early work.
Did you hear that? Yeah, Bob's a big fan of your early work.
Was that Bob Down?
Yeah, that was the Bob Down. Yes.
That's it. Yeah.
Well, shall I tell him about your date that was running late at the Peel Hotel, Bob?
Yeah, go
Yes,
on.
go ahead.
About your date that was running late at the Peel Hotel.
Well, that's where this came from. See, because if I knew he was sitting right there, I would have got in first. Bob was waiting for a date at the Peel Hotel in Melbourne. Well, his other brother Mark was, but there they are. Look, and oh my God, that's so funny. The date said the guy on the other side of the bar kept looking at him, and he thought, oh, he likes me. So he went around, sashayed around, and the guy said, and he said hello, and they both said hello, and then the guy said, I'm a fan of your earlier work.
Can you talk about your earlier days of working at Stonewall? We want to know that. We want to relate you back to our little hotel.
Well, when I came back, Palms Hotel invited me, poached me back from Melbourne. So it was Palms, the nightclub, that poached me back in 2000. And, I'd sort of done everything in Melbourne, and I was in a bit of a rut where I could have been their entertainer another year in a row, but, let's give it someone else a go. And but they're only things to dust, by the way. But so I came back to Sydney, and then
I know.
I worked for me and Candy and Rika did karaoke for 7.5 years at Stonewall.
I must have been about 2 when you did that.
Well, I think so. And then I remember I think it might have only been a year ago that I cooked in the kitchen for 3 months while the cook was away.
There's a
I
kitchen?
used to look at you and think, oh, shit, they must have been paying her a lot. She needs to eat.
Ah!
And I'd leave a meal in the kitchen covered in the plastic with your name on it
I
at the
know.
end of the
It
night.
actually was really sweet that you did that. I really thank you so much for that. You are.
You know, and because a lot of I wanted Dick's Diner to be Doreen's diner years ago, but the management didn't know I could cook. And my fat brother's day job has always been as a chef. And you know, you always have the day job and then drag at night, but you never let the persona take over the person.
I'm glad you did. There wasn't called Doreen's Diner because Doreen's my mum's name, and I'd feel like if I came here, I'd be eating out of my mother every time, and that's not a good thing.
Be a lovely person.
Can I ask you quickly, is that
Or a
cleaning, is that cleaning products behind you? Oh my gosh, is that cleaning products behind you? Is that what you do? I can see, you know, is that some cleaning items behind you? I can see. What's that?
No, that's a painting doll.
No,
other side.
Other side. We can see him behind the
I
wall.
can see around the walls. I thought Pandemic's been there. Is that your cleaning products?
Oh, yeah, right, well, you shouldn't be looking that way.
I was because I didn't even notice that either, Dawn.
I just thought maybe that's a good idea
sorry.
to have something around,
Sorry.
sanitizer.
No, I've been cleaning all day because my mum's part Wog and part I think she's part Scotty. Mum's white, see, where Dad's the Aboriginal Pakistani. So
You got a bit of everything, don't you, Doreen? Just one thing before we go, Doreen. What's been the highlight of your whole career?
The highlight.
Talking to me,
highlight was
Doreen.
coming back to Sydney. One of them coming back to Sydney and winning a Diva Award in Sydney for Simone Troy, who started me back in when I was a 16-year-old Aboriginal boy, and I went on the stages, and she launched me on the stages of Australia.
Wow, that's amazing.
Oh, thank you so much for coming on. It's so good to have you on. It's so good to speak to you, and thank you again.
And it was nice to see a familiar face.
Doing a
Love
wonderful
you.
job. And can I say, I now love this show. Now I've been on it. Before that, I couldn't have given a rat's ass.
You and the rest of the girls in Sydney. Love you, Doreen. Always speaking the truth. Always speaking the truth.
Turns off.
Yeah, we love her. Let's go to
my
the...
forehead's very big tonight.
Yeah,
I think
looks-
my wig's fallen back.
Oh,
I
dear.
could probably put a queer screen movie on that tonight. Look at that.
Project it on there.
Yeah, why not?
So, Bob, what do you think of that then?
Oh, she's heaven. I didn't hear a thing she said, but I know it was funny.
It was funny. It was funny. You liked it. You're right, Ivan?
Was she scathing about me?
Oh, no, she loved you.
She
Oh,
loves you.
she loves me.
Yeah, well, today anyway. She's
she
fickled
loves
that,
me
Doreen.
now.
She's fickled.
Oh, she's obviously off the vodka.
Yeah, must be.
How many drinks is that? 4, 5? What do you
I'm
want,
up
love?
to my sixth H2O.
Oh, is it a double?
martini.
It's a double. Oh, that's good.
I'm
Thanks, guys.
draining the Warragamba dry.
Do you love a prawn cocktail? Do you?
I love a prawn
Yeah, I bet
cocktail.
you do. I could just see you sitting there all dapper with a prawn cocktail in one hand and a Campari in the other.
Ivan isn't a prawn, is he?
No, he's got a good head on him.
Prawn,
he does.
that's right. He's got a lovely
Yeah.
head.
It's
Make
the,
it a
it's the one
stiff
with the
one.
bad heads that are the prawns.
Oh, the innuendos. We love it. Right. Let's move on. So that is amazing. Now, our last guest needs very little introduction. He has been fighting hard for all of our rights over the many years and has no plans in stopping. We are so incredibly honoured to have him join us tonight. It's MP Alex Greenwich.
Hello, handsome.
Hello, how are you both? It's been
Oh.
a really fun show to watch tonight.
Oh,
well
because
done.
we're fun people.
We're a hoot.
Indeed you are.
And now the fun's about to stop. No, I'm joking.
Alex, it's so good to have you on the show. Obviously, you know, you've been doing so much. One thing recently is the letter that you wrote to support overseas workers here in Australia. There it is. And you know what? This is just something that's incredible. And it actually is a lot of us here can relate to that. So it's something that we're liking. Tell us about it.
Well, you know, it's so important. We know that there have been a number of income assistance packages that have been delivered by the federal government, but one cohort that has been left out is overseas workers and indeed overseas students. And this is a group of people who, you know, are so pivotal to our community and to our culture and contribute, pay tax, are here, and unfortunately they're being left out. You know, these are people who pay tax, cannot get home, and they are not being afforded the job keeper or the job seeker allowances. So it's really important that we continue to advocate for this group because, I think any country is judged by how we deal with the people who are less fortunate. And at this time, we have a group of people who have been completely left out by any packages that are being delivered. So I really hope the federal government does step in here.
I often wonder what they think. Like, do they want these people on the street? Do they want them looting? Like, they pay their taxes, give them money. Like, it frustrates me. But
yeah, the federal treasurer said on Insiders the other week that, they can go home. Well, you actually can't. There's such limited flights home. And so many Australians were once on this visa type. So these are future Australian citizens who we are letting down, which is just so tragic. But, the good news is there are many people advocating at a state and federal level for this cohort to be given important rights and funding. I know that my good friend, Green Senator Sarah Hanson-Young, who is watching tonight, is someone who has been a big advocate to make sure that people on a range of overseas visas are supported with some sort of allowance to get them through this difficult time.
And sort of on a lighter note, I believe you had your first kiss here at the Stonewall. Is that true?
Yes, it's very true. And in true Stonewall fashion, I have no idea who it was with.
Yeah.
But I
you will now. The lights are on and it's bright.
Yeah. You should come here when it's lit up like this. It's a whole different place.
But I did have my very first gay kiss at Stonewall probably like 20 years ago. And it's such a special place. I'm really grateful of the work that you all are doing to make sure that this wonderful, community destination where people have fun, express themselves, express their sexuality, meet new people, is still being protected and celebrated through this really difficult time.
Yeah, and Live from Stonewall is all about that. Basically, we've had people that have been out of work because of the media industry, as we've talked about, and people like you just said from overseas. Mike, our executive producer, he put this show together because he lost all of his work. And so this is great that we can do this. It can entertain people, but we need support from people like yourself, which is just fantastic. And another thing that we want to talk about is that in New South Wales, I believe, gay men can now give blood, which is a huge thing.
Yeah, so this comes on the back of quite a lot of work that has been done from advocates for a number of years to make sure that there is some kind of equalisation when it comes to donation of blood. We watch all the ads. What is happening here? The screen is.
It's very.
You've gone all stiff, Alex. You've gone all stiff.
You're frozen on us. Let it go. No, I think it's all right. We're going to see if we can still hear you at least.
We'll
which
get
is
him
good.
back.
We'll get him back.
I love that he had his first kiss here. I think that's like the sweetest little story. Because I used to call Stonewall the Nickelodeon mosh pit, and then everyone grew up. It's no longer the Nickelodeon mosh pit.
Everyone's had a kiss here, and God knows what else.
I think we've lost
him. Sorry.
Oh, he's back!
He's
back. So I'm not sure what happened. I had another a call from you guys coming through. But anyway, so when it comes to blood donation, the key thing is people have been advocating for this for a very long time.
Yeah.
The Red Cross and the Therapeutic Goods Administration have done a whole process to see that the hurdles and barriers for gay men who want to donate blood are reduced. We are now at that place, which is so encouraging.
Yes. Thank you, Alex. I mean, look, it's just brilliant. It's a right, and so it's something that should happen a very, very long time ago. So as you said, a lot of people have been fighting for this for a long time, and it's people like yourself that push it, that help it happen. So look, thank you so much, and thank you for coming on tonight. It's great to talk to you. Thank you for everything you're doing. It's really great to have your support.
Thank you so much for everything you do for us. I really appreciate it.
We do.
Thank you so much.
And thank you guys, and thank you to Stonewall. As I said before, this is just such an important community hub, and it's so great you guys are keeping the spirit of our community alive. I know a lot of people will struggle not being able to go out on a Friday, Saturday night, not being able to connect with their community, which is something we're so used to doing. We're a group of people who are often discriminated against, who are often isolated, and who seek spaces where we can connect with others. And Stonewall and other gay bars have always provided that space, and currently we're being deprived of that. So it's really important the work you're doing, and I really appreciate that.
Thank you, Alex. And there's a lot of people out there that need their first kiss. right? So we need to open up again so
Can't
they
at the
can have
moment,
their
no
first
first
kiss.
kisses right now. You'll get arrested. You'll get arrested.
That's amazing. Alex, thank you again. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
First kiss is highly illegal. First kiss is highly illegal.
What a hero.
Yes,
He's
hero,
amazing.
Bob.
I've always
Hero.
loved Alex.
We love
He's
him.
an incredible person.
Okay, so our show runs on donations, as you know. So if you are in a position to help at all, chuck a few dollars via our way on our GoFundMe page. Details are available on the website stonewall.live. We'd be very, very grateful. And speaking of being live, connected rather, we are live on Facebook tonight. So like, comment, and share us around like a spliff at a frat party. Come in. It's almost the end of the show. Thank you so much for watching. It means the world to us. Thank you to Stonewall. Huge thanks to our amazing guest. Thanks to our sexy barman Ivan and Pandemic for keeping us clean. There they are. Thank you, guys. There's lovely Bob.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks to our in-house DJ, Ray Isaac. Thank you, Ray.
Give it up for
Gorgeous.
Ray.
With his diamonds.
Ray the guy.
Woo! And, right, you get off, Minnie.
Oh,
Get yourself
I love
sorted.
getting off.
You
Thank
need
you
to get
very
ready
much.
for
Thank
your-
you for
your
asking.
big-
I love getting off.
your big
I've
bit
been
at the
doing
end.
it all week, but I
Oh.
can do it again.
Yes, thank you very much. Now, host of Amazing Woman will be taking over next week's show. It's going to be great, and I can't wait. Joining us from around Australia is comedian and queen of the jungle, Julia Morris will be here. Musical therapist, Jan Vanderstoel will be giving us some musical tips and talking about her hilarious new Corona vlog videos. We'll be going live to Los Angeles with rising music superstar Raja Kumar Ray, who has just graced the cover of Rolling Stone magazine. Sydney World Pride CEO Kate Wickett will also be here live in the studio. Music legend and Lezo in lockdown, Shauna Jensen will be hitting some high notes. Queer comedian and bossy bottom Zoe Coombs-Marr will be chatting about her brand new Amazon show. I know it goes on. Author, TV host, pastry rebel and DJ Anna Polyview will be coming on to chew the fat. Politician Christine Foster and her wife Virginia Flitcroft will be here in the studio. And soul diva Emily Williams will be showing off her incredible pipes. Plus, our house DJ will be none other than the electrifying DJ Beth Yen. Whoa, it's going to be huge next week. Oh my gosh, it's going to be massive. So if you've enjoyed tonight, then please share us around online. You guessed it, like a private album on Scruff. Yay! Jokes aside, guys, just remember we are all in this together. Look out for each other, keep checking in on your friends, and stay connected. Now, she's got an extra pair of hands tonight to help finish us off. It's Minnie's Happy Ending!
This is a public service announcement, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, I cannot give you your happy ending tonight. The reason for that is that I am on vocal rest, because on Thursday night, I'll be streamlining my one-woman show live on Facebook. So make sure you check it out. If you loved me tonight, please write in the comments, start now, love Minnie, I'd appreciate it. So to help me out tonight is a fucking big icon. Love him to death, and his polyester. Please welcome to the stage, the one, the only Mr. Bob Dole! Oh, always clean and Bob, love it.
Thank you very much. I'd like to finish with a classic. This is a song that I wrote last week in isolation. People tell me that they've heard it before, but I don't. You know how people always say that they think they've heard a new song?
Hear it all the time, Bob.
Exactly.
Hear it
This
all
is
the
my
time.
brand new song. Thank you very much. Thanks, darling. First I was afraid, I was petrified, kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. I grew strong, and I learned how to get along. And so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made you leave your key. If I'd have known for just 1 second you'd be back to bother me. Go on now, go. Walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I. I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live. I've got all my love to give. I will survive. I will survive. Think a bit of dance now.
Bob, I don't know what people are saying hearing this before, but I can show you this. It's got hit written all over it.
I want to be passed around like an Eki backstage in the VIP at Mardi Gras. It took all the strength I had not to fall apart. Just trying hard to mend the pieces of my broken heart. And I spent so many nights just feeling sorry for myself. Did you know I'd cry touring? Yeah? And now I hold my head up high and you see me. Somebody new. I'm not that chained up little person still in love with you. And so you felt like dropping in and just expect me to be free. Oh sure, saving all my loving for someone who's loving me. Go on now, go. Walk out the door. Just turn around now. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Ha! Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I. I will survive. Oh, I've got all my life to live. I've got all my love to give. I will survive. I will survive. Go on now, go. False spirit. Walk out the door. Just turn around now. Because you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Ha! Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I. Security, I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live. I've got all my love to give. I will survive. I will survive. I will survive. You haven't heard that before, have you?
Ladies and gentlemen, keeping variety alive. Get it up from the amazing Bob Down. See you all again next week.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you, everybody.
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant.